and ready to pitch, and Booker just stepping into the box now. So he's going to watch strike one from Dorner. It's a pretty good pitch there. Anthony Dorner draws a swing and miss from Keontae Booker to pick up the second strike of the at-bat. It's going to bring the count to 0-2 here. And
go sit down, Bo.
And Dorner is going to be pretty fired up about that strikeout. The umpire is going to go out and have a word with him. And Anthony Dorner's got a 4.91 posted ERA with 2 wins, 2 losses, 8 appearances. He has 22 innings even pitched with 23 hits allowed, 18 runs allowed, 12 earned runs allowed, 14 walks with 24 strikeouts. Anthony Dorner's opposing team's batting average against him is a .261, and Anthony Dorner's going to look to pitch a very good ball game against a very good team in the Cleveland Community College Yetis. Anthony Dorner going to get a infield fly ball here, and Slowinski's going to call everybody off and make the grab. Slowinski is going to pick up the third out of the inning there with a infield fly out from second baseman Nick Norris. Pitcher for the Cleveland Community College Yetis is going to be number 9, Keeley Furr. Keeley Furr has a 3.27 posted ERA with 1 win and 0 losses in 7 appearances. He has 22.0 innings pitched with 20 hits, 12 runs, 8 earned runs, 5 walks, and 28 strikeouts. Keeley Furr has an opposing team batting average of .247. And Furr's first batter is going to be the DH for tonight, leadoff Teowa Costello. Teowa Costello had a very good game last game if you count hard-hit baseballs. He had about 3 very hard-hit baseballs, 2 to the center fielder, and then 1 right over the left fielder's head for a stand-up double. And Teowa's going to watch ball 1 there. It's going to even the count at 1-1. First pitch from Furr was a fastball with a check swing. And another a barreled baseball from Teowa Costello, but it's just going to go straight to the center fielder, and he is going to put it away.
And now batting, the second baseman.
Center fielder number 25, Tanner Britt, going to be camped under that one to make the grab. And Colin Cusick going to take a hack onto one, but he's going to foul it just back into the screen here. And that's going to put him in a disadvantage at 0-1. And Furr's second offering is just going to miss high to Cusick, and it's going to even the count up at 1-1. One's across the board here. Furr's going to miss with another fastball high in the zone, and it's going to bring the count to 2-1 here for Colin Cusick. Colin Cusick sees something he likes, but just doesn't get all of it there, and that's going to be fouled back into the screen, and that's going to even the count up at 2-2. And Cusick with a good eye right there is a pretty good pitch from Keeley Furr, but it's going to miss low and away here to make the count full at 3-2. And Cusick not going down without a fight, hits a dribbler to the pitcher, and he's just going to throw it to the first baseman to retire Cusick. And that'll be the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 6.
Keeley Furr with 2 outs here. He's got the 1 and 2 batter. And this is going to bring up your shortstop, number 6, Evan Slowinski. Slowinski faced a couple tough calls in the game earlier, and he's going to ground out first pitch to second baseman Logan Norris. And that is going to put away the third out of the inning in Slowinski. And that's going to bring up the top of the second here at beautiful Frazier Field. It's definitely a lot warmer than most days here at Frazier Field. Feels really good outside. It's not the day to wear sleeves, and feels just about perfect. I mean, you're getting a little sweat on, but not too much, and just a perfect day to be out here playing baseball. Weather is at a steady 59 degrees Fahrenheit, and the sun is the sun is hidden by the clouds, so not much to complain about here at Frazier Field today. And Anthony Dorner going to come back out to toe the rubber in the top of the second. His first batter is going to be against number 24, Nick Morris. Dorner going to draw a ground out to Nick Morris, and Jace Dunn's going to make the play over there at first base and run over to tag the bag and get the first out of the inning. So Dorner looking pretty good right now, as he's picked up 4 straight outs. He's going to miss with ball 1 there, up and away. Anthony Dorner draws another out, and that one's going to be a fly ball to Nick Labello, and he's going to be camped under it safely to make the grab. And Some action out there for Nick Labello today. Dorner's got 2 outs with a 6-hole batter up. Dorner looking for his second 1-2-3 inning here as he faces the sixth batter in the lineup. This is going to be number 25, Tanner Britt, the center fielder. Tanner Britt has a .306 batting average with 27 games played in 72 at-bats. Hitting just above the marker. And Dorner's pitch there going to be good. It's going to bring the count to 3-2 here with 2 outs. And this gives an opportunity for Dorner to make another really good pitch and get this third out of the inning. And he's just going to miss up and away there to walk the first batter of the day. First base runner of the day, or first base runner of the game for the Cleveland Yetis. And Dorner going to have to go out of the stretch here now. And he's going to face right fielder Landon Burns. And Dorner's going to draw a slow dribbling ground ball, and it's going to be gobbled up by the first baseman, Jace Dunn, and he's going to run over there to tag the bag and make another play by himself to pick up the third out of the inning. Score 0-0 going into your bottom half of the second. Due up for your Hurricanes, your third baseman, Kenneth Shadle, your left fielder, James Green, and your catcher, Jake Modrak. First pitch to Shadle, going to miss. It's going to bring the count to 1-0 here for Shadle. Shadle's going to be ahead. Second pitch going to miss with the fastball just up. And Shadle not going to offer. Another good take there by Shadle. It's going to bring the count to 3-1. And he's going to get the automatic take sign over there from third base coach Bryce Myers. And that one's in on the hands, in at the head, and Shadle's going to take off all his stuff and walk down to first base with 4 straight balls. And this is going to bring up a very hot hitter in James Green. It's your Hurricanes left fielder. He had a 2-run home run last game, and then in last night's game, he had a walk-off home run. So let's see if he can follow it up and keep the home run streak going. As he watches first pitch, it's going to be in on his shoulders there, but he's going to watch it for ball 1. James Green going to be ahead in the count now, looking for something he can hit. James Green always looking for something he can hit here. And he doesn't find anything he likes. Pitcher Furr's fastball going to miss just outside, and coach is going to go out there and talk to him.
Let's make some room for the people that's really climbing. Let's make some room for the people that's really trying. Let's make some room for the people that's not relying on evil and still believing the goodness of God's timing. Yeah, let's make some room for the people that's really minded. They own business, nothing wrong with it. I'm long-winded from me speaking the truth, cause all you care for is yourself entitled. I have my purpose, I need no backup, I have no idol. I have no reason explaining what you don't get. From trying to be a person I haven't seen to exist. Cause I can see myself in good to black.
And Furr going to throw a strike to James Green. James Green going to foul it off over there on the third base side of the opposing dugout. James Green still going to be ahead here, 2-1. James Green has a runner on first base. And that pitch going to miss up and away. James Green's going to have a 3-1 count. No better count you want to hit in right here. He's got a runner on first base. Pretty good speed over there from Shadle. And James Green going to hit one hard, but it's going to be skied very high. And shortstop going to make a grab. That's going to be the second out of the inning. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Sorry, folks. And that's going to bring up your catcher, Jake Modrak. First pitch Jake Modrak sees he likes. And he's going to throw it over to, they're going to roll two. He's going to hit a ground ball over there to the shortstop, and the shortstop's going to roll two. Louisburg Sports Network is brought to you by Murphy Farm and Hay and Feed. Quality for over 40 years. Magnum Insurance Agency. Offices in Coates and Dunn. And Johnny's Barbecue. The best whole hog North Carolina Eastern barbecue you can find. Anthony Dorner going to come out and toe the rubber for the top of the third. Dorner's had a 1-2-3 inning in his first inning, and in his second inning he had 1-2, and then allowed a walk, and then he got the final out, And then this inning, the leadoff man is gonna hit one up the middle to start the inning off. Start the inning off for the Yetis. That's gonna be shortstop Mason White. Now batting for the Yetis, it's gonna be number 10, Owen Liberto. Dorner's first pitch. Liberto's gonna like it, but Labello's gonna be camped under it, and he's gonna make the grab for the first out of the inning. The Yetis have a runner on first with 1 out, and their leadoff batter's coming up to the plate. This is gonna be number 2, Riley Stiles. Stiles is the right fielder for the Yetis tonight. Stiles out of Clover, South Carolina, standing in about 6 foot, 160 pounds. And he's going to check swing at one, but it's going to go foul down there to Jace Dunn on the first baseline. That's going to get Dorner ahead in the count here with 1 strike and 1 out. And Dorner's slider going to get there. It's a really good pitch. And Dorner's going to be way ahead here, 0-2 to Riley Stiles. And Anthony Dorner with the 0-2. He's going to miss just away with the slider there. Tried to draw a swing and miss. Dorner's 1-2 going to miss away, and it's going to bring the count to 2-2 here against right fielder Riley Stiles.
Go get him.
And Anthony Dorner makes a really good pitch right there and strikes Riley Stiles out to pick up the second out of the inning. And Dorner's made pretty quick work of this Yetis lineup as it's rolling over just now. And this is going to be third baseman Keontae Booker at the plate. Booker's been pretty successful against Louisburg Arms, but we're about to see what happens in this at-bat because Dorner's feeling pretty good himself. Keontae Booker's he's had 2 walks, 1 fly out, 1 ground out, and then a strikeout looking in earlier's game today. And he's going to have a 2-0 count here, but that one's going to get there for strike 1, and it's going to bring it to 2-1 for Mr. Anthony Dorner. And Dorner going to look to make a really good pitch to even this count up, or hopefully just even get an out. And that one's going to miss, just up and away.
Right back, here we go.
Anthony Dorner does not want to lose this batter here. And he picks up strike 2 against Keontae Booker.
Come on, here we go.
And Dorner going to walk Booker. Dorner struck out Booker in his last attempt. And this is normally when Dorner can face some trouble here. So whenever he's got some runners on base, he normally can face a little bit of trouble. So Coach Herron's going to go out there and talk to him just to calm his nerves and get his tempo a little bit. And I guess they're kind of discussing what's going on right now. And he's going to face the second baseman, Logan Norris. And Dorner's first pitch gonna miss just away to Norris. That's gonna be as close as it's gonna get there. And Dorner gonna miss right there, up and away. He's gonna try to make the adjustment to bring it just down and in. It's going to be a 3-1 count here to Logan Norris. And Dorner going to miss in the same spot, just up and away. Looks like Dorner's going to have to make an adjustment here. It's Anthony Jones down in the bullpen just getting loose. Dorner facing a good hitter here in Nick Morris. And he's going to look to get this lefty-righty out. First offering from Dorner is going to miss high. It's going to bring it to 1-0. Dorner going to miss just high there again. It's going to bring the count to 2-0. And hopefully he can make some magic happen right here. And Dorner going to miss outside. All Dorner needs to do here is throw one down the middle. And he does. That's going to bring the count to 3-1 here, but Nick Morris probably had the automatic take from his third base coach there. And Dorner's going to look to do the exact same thing. And he does, and he picks up strike two. It's going to bring it full to 3-2 with 2 outs. The runners are going to be moving here, folks. And hopefully Anthony Dorner can make a great pitch to get out of this inning with no damage done. And he makes a good pitch, but it's going to be fouled off by Nick Morris down that third baseline. And Dorner's pitch going to be fouled off again by Nick Morris. Dorner's going to have to make another good pitch here if he wants to get out of this. And Dorner deals. It's going to be a ground ball to Slawinski. And he's going to make the play over at first. It was a close one, but Slawinski got him over there with a strong throw. Nick Morris about beat it out there with the speed, but Slawinski going to make a strong throw over there to first to get the third out of the inning and get Anthony Dorner out of it. Bit of a nail biting up here in the press box. Starting pitcher Keely Furr going to come out in the bottom of the third and pitch against the bottom of the lineup for the Louisburg Hurricanes. Due up for your Hurricanes, it's going to be 7-hole Jace Dunn, 8-hole Stephen Kreiner, and then your 9-hole Nick Labello. And Jace Dunn going to swing and miss at strike one there. Pretty good breaking ball from Furr. Another good pitch from Furr. It's going to bring the count to 0-2 here to Jace Dunn. He's going to be in the box there ready to hit. He hits a ground ball to the shortstop, Morris. Shortstop White, I'm sorry. And he's going to make the play to retire Dunn.
Now batting, the center fielder number 4, Stephen Kreiner.
Stephen Kreiner coming up to the plate now for your Hurricanes. Stephen Kreiner has a .317 posted batting average with 27 games played, 101 at-bats with 32 hits. And Kreiner's going to put another hit to that average with a hit up the middle. And that's going to put one on for your Louisburg Hurricanes to bring up 9-hole Nick Labello. And these are the two fastest players on your team. Both of them run sub-6.5 60s. And if you get both of them on base together, it could be really scary for you.
The right fielder number 39, Nick Labello.
Nick Labello going to watch ball one there. Nick Labello is in a 1-0 count. Nick Labello has a .354 batting average with 25 games played and 79 at-bats. He has 28 hits, and he is slugging .608 with a .442 on-base percentage. Nick Labello, a great second leadoff to have there at the bottom of your lineup. It's very reliable and can hit in a situation for you. Very fast on the base path and also a great defensive player, as he's shown tonight. First pitch to LaBello going to be grounded to the shortstop. And it's going to be thrown over to second, then first to double off our 2 fastest runners. That's definitely not easy to do. But the Cleveland Community College Yetis middle infield with a pretty quick transfer and throw over there to get both of them. And that's going to bring us to the top of the 4th here, folks. And Anthony Dorner is going to go back on the mound and toe the rubber. And Dorner's first pitch going to miss low there to catcher Evan Estes. Dorner's second pitch going to miss low and away there to Estes. It's going to bring up a 2-0 count here for Estes. And he's going to hit one to left field, and James Green's going to overrun it. But I believe Evan Estes will only have 2. Evan Estes will only get second base there, but it's going to be a leadoff double there for Evan Estes with no outs. That's going to bring up center fielder it's going to bring up number 25, the center fielder, Tanner Britt. And Tanner Britt going to pop one up to first base, Jace Dunn, and he's going to make the grab over there right by the dugout railing on your Louisburg Hurricanes home dugout, and he's going to pick up the first out of the inning, and that's a big out by Anthony Dorner there, not allowing the runner to advance but being able to pick up an out. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, Landon Burns. Landon Burns hitting .444 only 9 at-bats. He's slugging also .444. Landon Burns must be coming off of an injury here. He only has 9 at-bats. This is either his first or second series back. I assume first series back. And Landon Burns going to foul one off over there into the visiting bullpen. And that's going to bring the count to 1-2 here for Mr. Anthony Dorner. Dorner has the advantage here, and he's going to look to make a really good pitch to get Burns out without bringing this run in. And Dorner makes a great pitch with the backdoor slider, and he's going to strike out Burns for the second out of the inning. That is a great pitch from Anthony Dorner in the exact spot he wanted it, and a great frame by Jake Modrak to pick up the second out of the inning. This is going to bring up the Yeti shortstop, Mason White. And Dorner's first pitch is going to be good there with the slider. Dorner's going to try that slider again, but it's not going to get there. And the count's going to be even here at 1-1 with a runner on second and 2 outs. In a 0-0 ball game here in the top of the fourth. And Dorner makes a great pitch there. He's going to get the second strike of this at-bat against Mason White. Dorner's going to have the advantage here at 1-2. I'm going to guess slider. And Mason White going to show some fight there with 2 strikes. He's going to foul one back over the screen. One-two, Dorner deals. And it's going to miss just high. Fellow teammates of Mason White, I can hear him from the dugout. They're calling him Squirrel. That must be his nickname. And Dorner going to throw that slider again. And these Cleveland Community College hitters really don't know what to think about Anthony Dorner's slider right now, as he's picked up a lot of outs with that tonight. And hopefully he's going to go a couple more innings for us. It's going to bring up your leadoff, the DH for tonight. He's dealing with a bit of a hamstring issue, so he's not going to be behind the plate. But Teowa Costello is going to face an 0-2 count here. And pitcher Keely Furr is going to miss with the 0-2, and it's going to bring it to 1-2 here for Teowa Costello. Furr going to miss again. It's going to bring it to even. Teowa Costello has a posted .409 batting average in 27 games played with 93 at-bats. And he's going to put a swing onto one, but it's going to go foul right off the Billy Godwin clubhouse. Teowa Costello has 38 hits in 93 at-bats. He is slugging .527. And he hits a ground ball to Logan Norris over there. And Logan Norris has been very good at second base for the Yetis. He is an absolute vacuum over there. No other, I'm pretty sure we've had an error from everyone in the infield besides Logan Norris.
Second baseman, number 1, Colin Cusick.
And Colin Cusick is going to swing and miss at first pitch. Cusick hitting a good .341 right now in 82 at-bats with 28 hits. Cusick slugging .500 with a .417 on base percentage, and he's looking to improve that right now against Keely Furr. And he hits a ground ball right to Keontae Booker, and Booker's going to throw it over to first to make the second out of the inning. This is going to bring up your 3-hole shortstop, Evan Slowinski.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 6, Evan Slowinski.
And Slowinski's going to put a swing onto one, and it's going to go foul right over the first baseman's head. If that would have landed fair, nobody would have been able to get to it, and that probably would have been a stand-up double for Evan Slowinski. But it just goes foul, and he's going to have to come back to the batter's box and face an 0-1 count versus Mr. Keely Furr.
0-1.
Furr looking a lot more confident this inning than the prior innings. And he throws one up and in to Slowinski, and it's going to even it out at 1-1 here. It's a pretty good pitch on the outer half from Furr. Slaw doesn't like it, and it's going to bring it to 1-2. Breaking ball down from Furr. It's going to even it back out with 2 outs on the board. So it's going to be 2s across the board here, lucky 2s, and the dugouts waving their caps. And Slowinski going to put a good swing onto one, but it's going to go just foul down that third baseline. It's going to roll all the way down there to the fence.
You're on it, Sig.
And Slowinski going to put a great swing onto one, but it's going to be right to left fielder Landon Burns, and he's going to make the grab. Looked like he kind of overran it a little bit, then had to come back on his right side with the glove, but he made the play and picked up the 3rd out of the inning for the Yetis. So we're going to be going into the top of the 5th, only 33 minutes into this game, and we're already in the top of the 5th. Very good pitching from both sides of the field, and hopefully Anthony Dorner's going to be able to continue it right here. Anthony Dorner with the first pitch of the inning. It's going to miss just low there for ball one. Hitter for the Yetis. It's going to be number 10. Liberto, your first baseman. Yetis first baseman. Owen Liberto. Liberto hitting .275 right now in 30 games played with 80 at-bats and 22 hits. And Dorner going to walk him with 4 straight right there. It's going to bring up the right fielder, Riley Stiles. And Riley Stiles is going to square around a bunt, but it's going to go foul. And Dorner's slider just not going to get there. It's going to even it out at 1-1 here. Stiles squared around a bunt in the first pitch. Wouldn't be surprised if he squares around again. Kenny Shadle at third base is ready for the bunt, but it looked like it was going to be directed toward first baseman Jace Dunn. So we're going to see how this plays out. And it's a bunt down the first baseline, but it's going to go foul. And Riley Stiles is going to have to come back and pick his bat up, and he's probably going to have to hit now instead of bunt with in a 1-2 count here against Anthony Dorner. A lot of righties in this Cleveland Community College lineup. And throw was on time, but it's just not going to be able to. Colin Cusick, second baseman, is not going to be able to hold on to it and make the tag to get the stealing runner there. Riley Stiles is going to face a 2-2 count against Anthony Dorner with no outs. And Anthony Dorner going to make an amazing pitch there on the inner half, and it's going to freeze Stiles, and he's going to be window shopping there and watches the third strike of that at-bat and punches him out. Got a little acknowledgement from the fans there. So he's going to bring up third baseman Keontae Booker. Booker grounds one to Evan Slowinski, and Slowinski going to make a strong throw over to Jace Dunn to pick up the second out of the inning. And that's another good play by Evan Slowinski over there at shortstop. And a good job by Anthony Dorner for rolling a ground ball and keeping that runner at third and keeping him from scoring. And this is going to bring up Logan Norris. Logan Norris is going to be hitting right-handed this at-bat. Logan Norris, the Yeti's second baseman. He's going to swing and miss at Dorner's first offering. Norris facing an 0-1 count here to Anthony Dorner. Dorner's second pitch going to miss up and away there to switch hitter Logan Norris. And a swing and a miss there from Norris. Dorner's going to pick up his second strike of the at-bat, and it's going to bring the count to 1-2 here with 2 outs and a runner on third here in the top of the 5th. And Dorner makes an amazing pitch, and he's going to get Norris caught window shopping for the second strikeout of the inning. And an amazing pitch from Anthony Dorner there to get out of that inning with a runner on third base. And the dugout's pretty fired up about that one. Anthony Dorner put up 5 zeros so far on the scoreboard for your Louisburg Hurricanes. He's going to look to make it 2 more as we go into the 6th and 7th inning. But right now, your Louisburg College Hurricanes going to be due up to hit. Going to bring up number 30, your 4-hole, Kenny Shadle. Shadle going to be playing third base tonight. Never really know with Shadle. Shadle can play multiple positions, and he's been moved around a lot here this spring. He's played third base, first base, a little bit of outfield, and DH. You definitely have to have Shadle's bat in the lineup, as he has 11 home runs this season. Going to look to make it 12 this at-bat against Keeley Furr, as he faces a 1-1 count. And Shadle going to watch strike 2 there, going to bring it to 1-2. And Kenny going to ground one to the second baseman, and he's going to be able to beat it out, and he doesn't. As the second baseman, Norris, makes a great play and a glove flip over there to first baseman, Owen Liberto. And they're going to pick up the first out of the inning by retiring Shadle. It's going to bring up your hot bat in number 42 left fielder James Green. James Green had a 2-run shot earlier in today's game, and he had a walk-off home run in yesterday's game. And that ball is very inside, and it's going to be called for strike 1. It's going to be 1-1 here for James Green. It's going to be ones across the board now. And that pitch going to cross the inner half for a ball on James Green. It's going to bring it to 2-1, and James Green's in a hitter's count now. And James Green going to foul one off and bring it back to even with 1 out. In this 0-0 baseball game in the bottom of the 5th here at beautiful Frazier Field. It is about 5:13, and the weather's still at a steady 59 degrees. Wind slightly blowing, and couldn't be a better day for baseball if you ask me. About 77 degrees here at Frazier Field. It feels like 59 though. It feels amazing, and really no players wearing any long sleeves here tonight. So should tell you just about everything you need to know. And Jake Modrak here, your Louisburg Hurricanes catcher, going to come up with 2 outs, and Furr's going to get the first strike call. And he's going to throw a breaking ball in there to get strike 2. And it's going to make it 0-2 here for Jake Modrak. And Mr. Furr has a good pace on the mound. Whenever he gets going and he's in a rhythm, he appears to be pretty confident. But I think whenever you shake him off of his rhythm, that's when he gets a little worried and anxious. So I think that's what we'll have to do here on the offensive side of things, and then just keep doing what we're doing on the defensive side of the baseball. Jake Modrak going to face a 2-1, and he's going to pop one up to the right fielder, and it's going to get down, and it's going to be fair. So Jake Modrak's going to have himself a hit with 2 outs. So a leadoff hit with 2 outs from your catcher, Jake Modrak, and it's going to bring up the freshman, Jace Dunn. This is
the first baseman, number 32, Jace Dunn.
This is Jace Dunn's first appearance in this series. Or first game played in the series. He had an at-bat earlier. And Jace Dunn going to watch ball 1 on the outer half there from Keeley Furr. And Jace Dunn going to half swing there, kind of check swing, but I don't think it would have mattered there as umpire going to call it a strike, and it's going to even it out at 1-1 here with 2 strikes and a runner on first base. And Jace Dunn going to hit one down the line, and it's going to be fair. And Jake Modrak going to be waved at third, and Jace Dunn going to slide into second. He's going to be walking into second with a stand-up double, and that's big there from Jace Dunn, your Louisburg Hurricanes first baseman. And that's going to bring up your center fielder, Steven Kreiner now.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 4, Steven Kreiner.
Kreiner now with 2 runners in scoring position on second and third, and he's going to look to hit something hard here. As he does, and I believe this one's going to drop, and no, it doesn't. Center fielder's going to jump up in the air and catch it. I didn't think it came off the bat as hot as it did, but center fielder's going to jump up and make the grab. It's going to go right to him. Struck pretty well off the bat of Steven Kreiner, though. And this is going to bring up the top of the 6th. First hitter in the top of the 6th. First hitter in the top of the 6th here for your Cleveland Community College Yetis. It's going to be number 24, Nick Morris. Morris going to swing and miss at Dorner's first pitch. I believe it was a slider there that drew the swing and miss. Dorner's going to throw another slider there, and it's just going to miss high. could have been a cutter. Dorner throws both. It's kind of tough to see up here in the press box, but. And Dorner's two-seam going to miss just away there. It's going to bring the count to 2-1. Nick Morris is going to have the advantage here. But not for long, because Dorner's going to throw him a strike, and he's going to hit it foul down that third baseline. It's going to even the count at 2-2 here for Nick Morris and Anthony Dorner. Dorner throws another good pitch, a slider in on the hands of Morris. He's going to foul it over to his home dugout, or his visiting dugout. And Dorner's backdoor slider going to get there. Dorner has catcher Evan Estes in a 1-1 count here with 1 out. And Evan Estes is going to try to say it hit him, but I don't think the umpire is going for that. And Dorner is going to even the count out at 2-2 here. Dorner hit the outer half, and catcher Estes has something to say to the umpire about it. It's going to be a 3-2 count here with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And this is going to bring up center fielder number 25, Tanner Britt. Tanner Britt has a runner on first base with only 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And he swings and fouls off first pitch from Anthony Dorner. And Dorner's slider not going to get there. It's going to bring the count to 1-1 here for Anthony Dorner. And that one's going to get there. Dorner's going to get ahead on Tanner Britt. And it looks like a lot of these Yeti batters have something to say to the umpire about these outside strike calls. And the count's going to be 1-2 here to Tanner Britt. And that one's going to miss just away there. It's going to bring the count to even at 2-2. Count's going to be full up now. Slider misses from Anthony Dorner just away. And Britt going to have a hit through the 3-4 hole. But the runner's going to have to stay at second there, and it's going to be runners on first and second. And that's going to bring up a pinch hitter and number 4, Cruz Arnold. Cruz Arnold hitting .360 with 28 games played and 86 at-bats. He has 31 hits, and he's slugging .616 with a posted .437 on-base percentage. And looks like Coach Herron's going to go to a new arm here in Anthony Jones. And what a game from Anthony Dorner, folks. Anthony Dorner throws up 5 zeros, and what a way to pitch from Anthony Dorner. And Anthony Dorner's going to go say something to Anthony Jones before he walks back in the dugout. He's going to get him pumped up and get him ready to go. And Dorner's going to take the walk back to the dugout after a phenomenal 5 innings pitch from Anthony Dorner. Great job, kid. And Anthony Jones going to be your pitcher. Go from one Anthony to another Anthony here on the mound. And Anthony Jones' first pitch going to be a ball to pinch hitter Cruz Arnold. Anthony Jones has a posted 4.82 ERA with 1 win, 0 losses. He has 9.1 innings pitched with 14 hits allowed and 6 strikeouts. And Jones' slider is going to get there for strike 1. It's going to even the count at 1-1 with 1 out and 2 runners on base at first and second. And hopefully Anthony Jones can throw that good changeup he always throws and roll him a 2-ball to get us out of this inning. And that may have been the changeup right there, but Cruz Arnold, pinch hitter, not going to offer. And that one just going to shoot right over Cusick's glove. And Kreiner going to make a throw into second base, and cut off Jace Dunn's going to grab it, but not before the runner Evan Estes scores. As he comes limping around home plate. Runners are going to remain at first and second here for Anthony Jones. This is going to bring up number 14, the Yeti shortstop, Mason White. And White's going to ground one to Slowinski. And Cusick's not going to have time to throw it over to first base, and they're only going to get 1 out of that. And so we're going to have 2 outs here with 1 run scored in the top of the 6th for the Yetis, and 2 outs. And this is going to bring up first baseman Owen Liberto. Liberto has a first and third here with appears to be 2 pretty quick runners on base and 2 outs. So Jones is going to have to make a couple of good pitches to get out of this and limit the damage with only 1 run scored. And he throws a very good pitch, and it's going to be grounded to Shadle, and Shadle's going to throw it over to Jace Dunn, and he's going to scoop it up to make the 3rd out of the inning. But not before the Yetis scratch one across the board. The Hurricanes are going to have 2 more opportunities to come back to the plate to score that tying run before this game is over. And Keeley Furr going to take the bump again for the Yetis in the bottom of the 6th. Due up for your Hurricanes, 9-hole Nick Labello, and then your top half of the lineup is going to roll around with DH Teowa Costello and second baseman Colin Cusick. And Nick Labello going to come up here for your Hurricanes in the bottom half of the 6th inning as he faces Keeley Furr as he comes out for his 6th inning of pitching. And he's going to draw a swing and miss there for the first strike. It's going to bring the count to 0-1 to Nick Labello. He's going to miss on the inner half there with looked like the same pitch, a slider. It's going to bring the count to even. And that one's going to get there. Looks like Keeley Furr starting all the batters away here. And then Nick Labello, he comes inside to Nick Labello, and he puts a good swing onto one, but it's just going to go foul. Furr's breaking ball going to miss up. Going to bring the count again to even at 2-2. And that one's going to miss up to Labello. Kind of tough to throw to Labello. And that one's just going to go foul. Came hot off the bat of Nick Labello, and it's going to go just foul down that third base line again. And looks like Nick Labello's seeing it out of the hand pretty well off Keeley Furr. And hopefully we can have something to show for it here in the bottom of the 2nd. And that breaking ball is going to miss, and that's going to put a very good base runner on base in Nick Labello. Nick Labello runs a sub 6.5 60, and it looks like catcher Evan Estes is banged up back there behind the plate. Not sure what's wrong with his leg, but he appears to be limping, and he keeps kind of shaking himself off. So and Nick Labello going to go first pitch, and he's going to get in there safely as the throw is going to be just left of the bag. It's going to be hard to get a runner like Nick Labello unless you put it right on the money. Teo Costello going to lay off that slider. It's going to bring the count to 1-1 for him. And Estes going to have to block. And he is definitely shaking up behind the plate there. Something's hurting in his leg for sure. He appears to be limping and hobbling. Teo Costello, 2-1 count. He's going to swing and foul one off down that third baseline. It's going to go into the visiting bullpen. And Teo was not gonna offer it that. His bat may have went a fourth of the way around, but definitely not halfway. So Teo is gonna face a 3-2 count here with a runner on second base. And a very good runner in Nick Labello. And Teo was gonna watch ball 4 there. And coach for Cleveland Community College is going to go out and check on his pitcher, Keeley Furr. As he has thrown six innings. This is his 6th inning. 74 pitches so far for Keeley Furr. And it doesn't look like the head coach is going to take him out yet.
Number 1, Colin.
This is going to bring up your second baseman, Colin Cusick, as he has no outs and he's going to square around a bunt. Pitcher going to pick off attempt to second base. Squares around a bunt again. And they're going to try a little deke, try to fake out the runner at second base in Nick Labello, but Nick Labello is not going to fall for it as he is a pretty good base runner out there. And Cusick going to get the bunt down, and it's going to be a pretty good bunt, and everybody's going to be safe, and we're going to have the bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th for shortstop Evan Slowinski.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 6, Evan Slowinski.
And first pitch from Ferg gonna miss, low and away. And there's gonna be a ball on the field. So the umpire's gonna call time. Go retrieve that ball real quick. Ball, I believe, came from the bullpen. Not sure how you throw it all the way down here. And the same pitch there, gonna miss low and away to Evan Slowinski. as he faces a 2-0 count. Hitter advantage, Evan Slowinski. And Evan Slowinski fouls one back over the screen. Evan Slowinski just looking for something to be on time with right here. I really don't want any other hitter up right now besides James Green. And Evan Slowinski puts a hard swing onto one to center field, and he drops it! And he drops it! Evan Slowinski. Teo Costello going to be waved into home, and he's got to run fast. And he's going to be safe. No tag on the runner. And we're going to have runners at second and third with a 2 RBI double from Evan Slowinski. And what a way to start off this inning here. You got no outs, bases loaded, and a double in the gap. Double over the center fielder's head. Center fielder had a routine play on that ball, but he overran it. It appeared to backspin over his head, and Slowinski with the 2 RBI double, and Cleveland Community College coach is going to go out there and relieve Keeley Furr. New pitcher for the Cleveland Community College Yetis is going to be number 22, William Spang. William Spang, a right-handed pitcher out of Ridgeway, South Carolina, standing in at about 6'3", 205 pounds. William Spang has a posted 6.89 ERA with 0 wins, 0 losses in 7 appearances. He has 15.2 innings pitched with 13 hits, 19 walks, and 18 strikeouts.
And now batting, the third baseman, number 30, Kenny Shado.
And this is going to bring up your 4-hole third baseman, Kenny Shadle. And Shadle going to watch ball 1 there. And keep in mind, folks, after that 2 RBI double over the center fielder's head, we still have no outs and are runners on second and third. So more RBI opportunity for the Hurricanes. And Shadle gets plunked in the helmet, and he's not happy about it.
Where in Shadle?
He is not happy about it. And Shadle's going to be a bit shaken up by that one as Nora Lee's going to go out there and talk to him. She is our athletic trainer. And definitely don't think that was intentional. May have just slipped out of his hand. Spang does have 19 walks and only 18 strikeouts, so his walk to strikeout ratio is pretty high. Spang also leads the team in hit batters with 5 now. So definitely not intentional from William Spang, but definitely a bit shaken up from our third baseman, Kenny Shadle. And what better guy, really, what better guy do you want to come up in this situation? You have your bases loaded with no outs, and it's a 2-1 ball game in the bottom of the 6th. I mean, I wouldn't rather have anybody else up to hit. And James Green going to watch ball 1, as that looked like the same pitch that hit Kenny Shadle in the helmet there. Same side of the batter's box. We're lucky James Green's a lefty. As Spang's a little wild here. And James Green hits a one very hard off the bat, but it's going to go down there into the Tar River, and it's going to be foul. Don't think we're going to be able to retrieve that one, folks, as there is a moving body of water down that hill behind our first base dugout. And James Green going to watch a ball there. It's going to make the count 2-1. James Green's going to have the advantage here and definitely going to be looking for something he can hit with the bases loaded. And James Green puts a good swing onto one, but a very firm fastball by William Spang. And James is going to face a 2-2 count here. And James Green going to foul another one off there as he's just early. James Green facing a 2-2 count here. It's all even. With no outs and your bases are juiced, jam-packed. Nowhere to go. And James Green going to foul off that curveball. Pretty good pitch by Spang there. It's going to be fouled off. It's going to keep the count even at 2-2. And my guess here is William Spang tries to throw a waste pitch and get James Green to swing and miss. But that's just my guess. And he throws the pitch, but it's going to be booted by the second baseman, but not before a run gets in. Second baseman going to hit off of his chest there, and he's going to make the play over at first, but James Green is going to have an RBI ground out because Colin Cusick's going to score.
And now batting, the pitcher, number 13, Jake.
Oh, drag.
Really need to get as much insurance as we can here, folks. Still have 2 runners in scoring position with a very good hitter in Jake Modrak at the plate. 2 good runners, plus speed. And Modrak going to watch strike 1. It's a bit iffy. Catcher had to kind of move his whole setup. It was set up middle, and his glove kind of came back on the inner half. And Jake Modrak going to offer. So the count now going to be... And Kenny Shadle going to come off the base path with maybe a little bit of dizziness here. And Troy Daniels is going to go out and run for him. Maybe a little dizziness. Probably needs to be checked on after being plunked in the head with a pretty quick fastball, pretty firm fastball there by William Spang. And these helmets are protective, but if you get hit in a certain spot of the head, then it's definitely not going to feel good. And considering the spot Kenny Shada was hit, he has every right to be shaken up over there. Modrak gonna get the 2-1 pitch, the breaking ball in the dirt, and it's gonna be wild. And it's gonna kick away from catcher Estes, and that's gonna allow shortstop Slawinski to come in and score. And that's gonna bring your Hurricanes lead to 4-1 here in the bottom of the 6th, as we've scratched off 4 runs here this inning. Going to be a 2-2 count for Mr. Jake Modrak. And Jake Modrak still has a runner on third. He's definitely looking to score that run, maybe with a hit up the middle or something in the 5-6 hole here. As the infield's playing in with only 1 out. And the umpire is going to punch Jake Modrak out there. That pitch looked a little up and a little out, but home plate umpire says it looks good, so that's going to be strike 3 to Jake Modrak, and that's going to bring up your freshman, first baseman, number 32, Jace Dunn.
Jace Dunn.
Jace Dunn doubled in his last at-bat, and home plate umpire is going to say he went around there, and that's going to bring the count to 0-1. Jace Dunn going to swing and miss at Spang's offering. Jace Dunn going to take a second to catch his breath and get his tempo right. Maybe a little out of rhythm with that call from the umpire. Jace Dunn going to face an 0-2 count here to Mr. William Spang. And Jace Dunn going to take ball 1 there. It's going to bring the count to 1-2. The runner on third base here and 2 outs. Jace Dunn not going to offer it Spang's slider there. And it's not going to get away from Estes, though. Troy Daniels had a good jump over there at third base, but he's not going to go because that pitch was blocked up by catcher Evan Estes. Jace Dunn going to foul 1 back, just going to get enough of it. It's going to bring the count to 2-2. 2s across the board. The lucky 2s. The Caps are waving in the dugout. And Jace Dunn going to hit a hard ground ball to shortstop, Mason White, and he's going to make the throw over there to first base to retire Jace Dunn. So End of your 6th inning. Cleveland Community College Yetis 1. Louisburg College Hurricanes 4. As we go into the top of the 7th, which will be the final inning here, unless the Cleveland Community College Yetis tie it up. It's going to bring up to the plate right fielder Riley Stiles as Jones' first pitch. Going to be a strike there as Jones gets ahead with the fastball. And he's definitely going to offer it that. And that's going to bring the count to 0-2 here for Anthony Jones. It's going to be a 2-2 count here to Riley Stiles as Jones deals, and he's going to slap at it, and LaBello's going to make the grab for the first out of the inning. This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of Louisburg College baseball team may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, while the accounts and descriptions of the game may not be decimated without the express written consent of Louisburg College baseball. Jones got the 0-2 on a very good hitter in Keontae Booker. And Booker's going to foul one off, and it is going to go out of play over the Billy Godwin clubhouse. Count going to stay at 0-2. And Booker's going to put a swing on the one, but it's going to be right under the glove of Steven Kreiner. And Steven Kreiner is going to make that second out of the inning as he is decimating them in the top of the 7th. It's going to bring up switch hitter Logan Norris, second baseman for the Yetis. And Jones is going to get an early strike one call there. Jones' second offering is not going to be good. It's going to be a breaking ball, or probably a change-up in the dirt there. It's going to be a 1-1 count here to Logan Norris. It's not going to be good there. Going to bring the count to 2-1. And Troy Daniels going to make an amazing leap and grab to get the third out of the inning, and it's going to be game over, folks. Louisburg College Hurricanes 4, Cleveland Community College Yetis 1. And Louisburg's going to take the series here, folks, 2-1. On behalf of Coach Herring and the entire Louisburg baseball roster, I'm Caden Lastly, and we'd like to wish you a wonderful day, and thank you for joining the Louisburg Sports Network broadcast. This is Caden Lastly signing off.